Fancy your hat, it's going to be a twister. It's opening day here at Knoebels for the 2023 season, and this season is going to be an exciting one for a few reasons. Not only is there a brand new ride debuting later this year, but it's also the 50th anniversary of the famous Haunted Mansion. Now, I was here recently to film an exclusive behind the scenes video showing you what's new at the park. If you'd like to watch that, it'll be linked down below in the description. But today, we're going to have some fun. Despite the weather conditions not being the greatest, we're going to ride some rides, try some new food items, and just have a fun time here at Knoebels. If this sounds good to you, well, all you need to do is come along with me. A tip for you guys, if you plan on filming here at Knoebels, especially on ride footage, make sure you have your 3-point harness with your camera attached. Go to guest services and get your photo permit. They will require us to record video on the rides. One ride that is open today that I'll be shocked if anyone rides it is the Skloosh. This ride gets you soaking wet, and today it's overcast in the lower 50s. If you ride this, you're going to be cold and wet all day, but if anyone does ride it, they're going to be brave individuals. Next to the Skloosh is where we're going to find the brand new ride that debuts later this summer, known as the Bayern Curve. This is only a handful of rides that are actually operating in the entire world. And this is actually a creation of 2 rides that they bought that they basically pieced together to make one operable ride and to have backup parts available. This is going to be the fastest ride at the park. It can go up to 70 miles per hour. They are estimating it's going to go around 60 miles per hour, which is 5 miles faster than the current fastest ride, which is Impulse. That goes 55 miles per hour. The Bayern Curve is going to be one heck of a ride. It's going to be a big draw, and it's going to be a welcome addition here at Knoebels, which is taking the place of the former 1001 Knots, what used to be right here. Our train has departed. We are riding the Pioneer train, and we're currently on the red train. I figure we'll ride this before the rain comes in. It looks like they're bringing the diesel around too. We have 2 trains running today. We got 3 trains running. Coming around the furthest back loop here where the feeding stations are. As we've seen in the past, come the right time of day, you often see squirrels, and often in the evenings even some deer. For some reason it reminds me of Winnie the Pooh's 100 Acre Wood. Off camera, I did visit the rental shop and t-shirt shop and did pick up some limited edition Haunted Mansion merchandise. See what I got? Well, you'll have to wait till the end of the video. Pool is currently being cleaned out. We'll be opening Memorial Day weekend. But in the background, in the distance, well, that's a twister. And we're riding that next. And those of you who may be wondering, Flying Turns is operating on opening day. Here comes the ride vehicle over the first hill. Now, I have been honest in the past, Twister is not my favorite coaster, mainly because it's been a really rough ride. It's exciting, but I can only do it one time because it shakes you about so much, it gives you a headache. But in the off season, in the double helix area specifically, they put down new lumber and new track, and it's promised to be a smoother ride in that section. So we're going to put that to the test and find out today.
Welcome back. Push down to left, entry to your left, and walk all the way down the ramp. Thank you for letting us listen. Enjoy the rest of your stay here at Canobie.
Hold on to your hat, it's going to be a twister. It is and the G-forces. Here we go. Holy crap.
Welcome back.
Whew. It's been a couple of years since I rode the Twister. I forgot how fast it is around the turns and the G-forces that you feel and experience, but I have to say it is a smoother ride. Not as smooth as Phoenix, but it's a definite improvement. So if you ever wanted to have a more enjoyable experience on the Twister, 2023 season is the time to do it. And we're saying hello once again to the resident swans here at Knoebels, which are currently nesting right here on the pedestrian bridge heading towards Twister. Good to see you guys once again. I've said it before, I'll say it again, they have the perfect place to call home, Knoebels. Are you guys having fun so far? I know I am. I have to say, opening day this year is going much better than it did for me last year, where I actually fell ill and had to leave early. But we're going to do one more ride right now, then we're going to grab some food. I'm going to try to find one of the new food items for the Haunted Mansion. I know there's a few of them that are available at various food stands. But on top of that, I have to say that this is probably one of the best years in a while here at Knoebels for opening day, for a couple of reasons. Number one, because crowds are minimal, which is not good for business, but it's good for guests who are here because there's calling for rain off and on all day today. But we're in a dry spell at the moment on the radar, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's on the cooler side, but it's dry, it's not windy. Aside from that, the ride times are really short, and about 95% of the rides are operating today, which has been the most in past seasons ever since COVID started. So I have to say opening season of 2023 is off to a great start, at least in my opinion. Maybe not the best idea on a cool day like today, but there's no line and it's a very enjoyable ride, so let's get just a little bit wet on the lock flume. Here's the first drop. Let's hope we don't hit that tidal wave at the bottom. All right, a couple little splashes. So far, so good. Today would be a really cruel day to do the cannons. Thankfully, there's nobody doing them. All right, the second and the biggest drop. I'll see you at the top. Here we go. Yeah, I'm wet. After getting more wet than I was anticipating on the log flume, it came to the International Food Court because this is home to one of the new food items celebrating the 50-year anniversary of the Haunted Mansion. I got what is called the Franken Chicken. I guess it's a chicken sandwich created by Frankenstein. I will say it wasn't on the menu, but when I asked for it, they said yes, we do have it, so it is upon request only. One thing I'm not doing is I'm not going to have the tomato, but it's lettuce, chicken, cheese, bacon, and a sauce. And it comes with pickles on the side, so it actually smells pretty good. Right there, it's a pretty good sized sandwich. It's actually really good. It's a fried piece of chicken. The sauce, it's like a tangy mayonnaise. It's not hot. It's got a little bit of a extra flavor to it, but I think it's a big hit. I enjoy it. I love chicken, and a special rendition of a chicken sandwich for the Haunted Mansion. I think it's a success. So if you're here, ask for it at the International Food Court on the American side menu. They do offer it there. Well, I think that's a good sign. I actually couldn't finish it. The only thing that's left is the bun, piece of lettuce, and the tomato. My only complaint, and this is me really nitpicking, I wish the bacon was a little bit crispier. That's just me, I like crispy bacon. But other than that, really good flavor, and I think it's definitely something worth trying here at Knoebels. Franken chicken sandwich. Next up is Black Diamond, the second of two dark rides here at Knoebels. And so far the ride with the longest line, so I'll see you on board. Looks like we're looking out. First row. So I believe that's the first time I ever rode Black Diamond. They actually had the water features turned off. They usually have them in the area with the miners pumping in and out. And then towards the end, there's like another water curtain. I guess they got a new contracting crew, pumped all the water out of the mines. If you do want to find some water related to mining activity, if you come here at the Anthracite Museum of Mining, you can actually do some gem mining. Inside you could buy a pouch of material. You can come down here, screen it out, and take your findings home. And there's examples of different things you can find. There's also someone here to help you, but it's a pretty neat little activity. There's different sizes and different prices depending on what you want to get. But I've done it before. I've had Lily do it, and it's a lot of fun. Something especially that kids would love, getting your hands wet and feeling like a miner, just kind of sifting the material out. Question for those watching. How many of you out there actually enjoy this ride? For me, I won't even ride it. It's a big nope for me. As reported in my behind the scenes video, Laser Command is set to reopen this year for indoor laser tag and laser maze. It's a great place to go on a hot summer day because it's dark and air conditioned, and also just a lot of fun. Now the big star of the show this year is that place right there, the famous Haunted Mansion. The reason why it's so important this year is because for 2023, it's celebrating its 50-year anniversary, and there are a ton of changes in store for 2023, both inside the ride and outside. Now I did do a separate dedicated video filling you in on all those changes and also doing a full ride through of the Haunted Mansion. But for this video, I'll give you just a sneak peek at one of the new additions that you can find outside the Haunted Mansion. So new in the courtyard is a custom-made horse-drawn hearse. And this is actually something that was created in-house by Knoebels staff, and it is a fully functioning hearse that does roll around. But it's not just for aesthetics, it actually serves a purpose because in the part where they carry the casket, there's actually monitors. That's because on board, new for this year of the Haunted Mansion, is an on-ride photo. So when they take your photo, you can come here, see what number it is, and all you do is go to any photo booth to get it printed out. And the photo booths you can go to is at Impulse, the Log Flume, and Twister. And you'll be able to see what your photo looks like and get it printed out and take it home with you from there. But this is a great addition here. Looks great in front of the mansion, but also allows you to see a sneak peek at your photo. As you can see, I'm kind of elevated at the moment. Currently on the largest Ferris wheel in Pennsylvania, the giant wheel here at Knoebels. Gives you some great views, but one thing about this ride is you can't ride it alone. There's no solo riders, so lucky for me, I found two strangers to ride with me.
What's up, guys?
None other than Nick and Nikki of Nick's Crossing.
Happy opening day.
Yes, they're here enjoying the park on opening day, and they're actually staying overnight. They're doing a two-day weekend at the park, and we got a ghost sluice boat ready to go down. Oh, jeez. There are some brave kids down there standing on the bridge. It's a cool day here in Pennsylvania. Here's the other thing.
The boats are open. Motorboats?
Oh yeah, they're going.
Someone's stuck in the channel.
Yeah, I see them. They're sideways.
Oh. Gotta zoom in on it.
Motorboat mishap. They are locked in the canal.
I don't know what's funnier, that or the sluice.
Wow. We were talking about that earlier too.
They're jerking back and forth. We're stuck.
Wait till another boat comes, they're going to T-bone them.
Damn, we're flying.
Yeah.
There you go, we're gonna be flying backwards.
We're gonna get some airtime on the way out.
Watch my tag doesn't get lift off here.
Jeez.
So it's dessert time, and I got a really cool special treat. Check out that. This is known as Skull and Bones. So it actually comes in a kind of collectible mug here, the shape of a skull. And on top there are little bone bits. And actually, let me read to you what comes inside of it. So Skull and Bones is found at the Old Mill Shake Shack, which is kind of near the Haunted Mansion here. It's dark chocolate raspberry shake topped with raspberry puree and bones sprinkles. And here it is. So it's a take-home souvenir plus sounds like a delicious treat. So I'm gonna try it here right on the spot. Got a nice big straw too. Wow, that is different. I could definitely taste the raspberry. Dark chocolate. It's not a huge fan of dark chocolate, but it's good. Good combination. Let's get some of these bone bits here. They're like sprinkles. Yeah, this is very unique. If you like dark chocolate and raspberry, I think you'll definitely enjoy it. I like it just for the raspberry flavor of it and the fact that you get this mug. So once you're done, rinse it out, take it home, and you could have your favorite drink at home in a Knoebels collectible.
Is it good? You don't like it?
Here, take a sip.
Put it out?
It's actually a lot too. I don't know if I'm going to finish this. I'm going to do what I can on this, get it cleaned out, and then we'll do 1 or 2 more rides. Time to ride the coaster that is not only ranked #1 in the world, but also rose from the ashes. None other than the Phoenix. Oh man, that's fast.
Say the cars right now over. Say in the cars.
Doesn't want to turn. So something I haven't done in a few years is the motorboats. Lines are pretty short today. So I figured, why not? Let's take a ride on the boat. It's actually going to be Nikki's first time on here, and Nick hasn't done it in about 15 years. And I learned that from my behind-the-scenes tour that these boats are made in-house. They are made specifically here at Knoebels for this ride, and they're really unresponsive. It takes a lot of steering to get it to respond. turning, I just want to turn. Come on, work with me here. I think my boat's broke. Center, keep adjusting, and you'll make it. Going under the bridge of Old Smoky. Second train ride here at Knoebels. There's no throttle, no nothing. It's just idling at a higher RPM, and you have to steer. The steering is hooked up from a piece of rope to the rudder. It's really unorthodox, but kind of unique. Nick's back there. Coming around the bend here. Let's see how good I can make it into the boat slip. Not too bad. There's Captain Nick. It's out of control boat. I guess I'm going again for another time. It's not easy to steer.
It's not.
No.
You kind of have to balance it in between.
So I did pick up some merchandise for myself. I did do a little bit of spending and splurging on myself. So let me show you what I got. So starting off with the clothing items. First one is this gray shirt. It's got the 50 Haunted Mansion on the front. And on the back of it, it's got the full logo, Knoebels Haunted Mansion since 1973, with the skeleton playing the organ there. This one I picked up for Lil. It's a black tie-dye. It's got the 50 Haunted Mansion on the front and same logo on the back there. And then another one I got is a solid black tee. This is actually glow in the dark. It's got the actual image of the Haunted Mansion on it. Knoebels, established 1973, so that's a really cool shirt. Got some bystanders. So with my dessert treat of the Skull and Bones milkshake, you do get this collectible souvenir mug, which is a skull. It's made of a pretty thick plastic, so you can put either hot or cold items in it. And this will be great for your favorite beverages at home. Next up is Knoebels Haunted Mansion 50. It's a reflective sticker. So picked up a few of those. The next one is a refrigerator magnet, or not just for a refrigerator, anywhere you want to put it. Knoebels Haunted Mansion 50 again. They're really putting out and celebrating 50 years, which is pretty remarkable. My favorite item so far is the Haunted Mansion 50 Frightening Years 9th edition coin album. So it has all the characters on it and a pressed penny. And I believe you could actually collect the pennies in here as well, the pressed pennies, but I do love that it has all, or at least some of the characters on the Oven Monster, Hippo, Frankenstein, Clock Monster. I forget the other one's name, but I got most of them down. Then I took advantage of the photo opportunity on board the Haunted Mansion. Got myself a keychain. On back of it does say 50. And then I got myself a 6x8 photo. Comes in this nice little album here. It's got the 50 sticker on there. And inside is me. I just thought it'd make for a great kind of memory, celebrating 50 years of the Haunted Mansion, and something I've been riding since I'm a little kid. And I think it's a great new addition to the Haunted Mansion. So let me give you a few thoughts on opening day. Basically, to sum it up, is that this is probably one of the best opening days I've experienced in a long, long time. Much better than recent years, much better than since COVID started. So a few things I just want to point out is that crowds are good. It's not extremely busy at all, and that is because of the weather. It is cool, it's cloudy, it's sprinkled here and there. There was a threat of rain most of the day, but it didn't really rain at all since we've been here. So those who did come out really made out like a bandit, so to speak, because lines were short, crowds were down, and you got to basically have the park almost to yourself. So on top of that, nearly everything in the park is open, including food stands and rides. I'd say it's about 95% open, which means they have staffing to a higher level than they've had in recent years. And lastly, they have a lot of great things happening this year. The new ride, the Bay Iron Curve, is debuting later this summer. Haunted Mansion is celebrating 50 years with some incredible changes, both inside the ride and out, including that merchandise stuff. So that's something really to be excited about for the 2023 season. And as we learned, if you haven't watched my sneak peek video, there's actually another new ride that Knoebels obtained, which may or may not debut this year. They're trying to find a location for it, and it's currently in getting paintwork done. So if you want to know what ride that is, make sure you watch my behind the scenes video, which is already linked down below. But a big special thanks to the Knoebels staff and family for just putting on an incredible opening weekend. I know tomorrow's supposed to rain even more, but things are looking even better for the coming months. They're going to have later hours on Fridays and Saturdays till 9 p.m., which hasn't happened since before COVID. And on top of that, they have more staffing now, new rides to look forward to, and it's just, I'm really excited about this year. This is one of the best days I've had here at Knoebels. And yeah, I'm by myself, which is not a problem for me. I've come by myself a lot of times, and I absolutely love it because I get to do what I want, when I want. The only reason my family didn't come is because they had prior obligations, and I wanted to come for this. It was great running into Nick and Nikki. We got to do a couple rides together. He shares my passion as well for the Haunted Mansion, so I was happy to see that he was excited to ride it and experience those new changes on board as well. And also, another shout out to those who did come up and say hi to me. There was a few viewers of mine who did recognize me. Some just waved, some actually came up and had a conversation with me, so it's nice to meet you. I always enjoy meeting the viewers and having a conversation and just kind of putting a face with the people that I do comment with under my videos. So it was nice to meet you, and thanks for coming up and saying hello. Hope you guys had a good day here as well. With that being said, I'd love to have your feedback as to what you enjoyed out of this video, whether it was a particular ride or if it was the food items or options, or just the experience of being here on opening day. I know many of you don't come to this park just because you're not local to the area and you only get to experience it through my videos, which is one of the reasons why I make these videos. I know others do come at various times throughout the year, so hopefully this gives you something to look forward to. But I had a great day. I just couldn't ask for a better day, honestly. The weather is fantastic on the cool side, but I'll take it. It's better than sweating and getting soaked and burned to a crisp and everything else. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for spending your day with me here at Knoebels for the 2023 opening day. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you in the next video.